Okay. I think I'm audible. Yeah. Good. All right. Hi, guys. I hope you're doing great. Hello, guys. What's up? How are you doing today? Good evening, everyone. Let's just hear everyone say good evening. Hi, guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Triathlon. We have an amazing session that is coming up for all of you guys, right? We'll just go on with a little bit of, sound checks from our team, and then we'll get started. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing great. We'll just wait for everyone to get started, and then we'll begin this great journey for today, especially beginning triathlon. Good evening. I can see a lot of people coming in. Good evening, Devansh. Good evening, Krish. Good evening, Hiten. How are you guys? Hi, Rakib. How are you? Let's just wait for couple of minutes so that everyone can come in. Ram Devansh. Good evening, guys. Good evening, Alok. Good evening, Soumya. Hi, guys. I hope you're doing great. Good evening, everyone. We'll just wait a little bit of more time for everyone to start joining in. Hi, Mohit. How are you? Hi, Ankit. Hi, Hiten. Hi, Jitesh. So everyone says good evening or hi. I'll just say them hi back. It's good to interact with all of you. Let us have a great session indeed. Right? Hi, Kuldeep. Kaise ho? Hi, Rohit. Siberia. That's a very interesting name. Hi, Monster Whitey. Hi, Sujal. Hi, Ritesh. How are you? Great. I can see a lot of people coming in. A very good evening, sir. Amrita. Hi. Good evening as well. Hello, Bhuvan. Hi, guys. Okay. So I can see a lot of people coming in, right? And that's indeed really great for us to start. And I cannot wait to let you know what we have today for you guys. Today being the day one of triathlon, it's very important for all of you to attend this very special session that we have got for each and every one of you, right? It's going to divulge in the world of AI, especially in understanding how artificial intelligence is paving the way. And you're going to learn 100% a lot of things. There's going to be coding, there's going to be knowledge, there's going to be a lot of guidance from us. And I hope that everyone gets what they've signed up for, right? Hi, Harsh. Hi, Kalki. How are you? Hi, Vipin. Good evening. Good evening, guys. Hi, Nafis. Hi, Piyush. Perfect. There's already a lot of people coming in, right? We'll just wait for 2 more minutes and then we get started. I'm Mohit. So we are today going to talk about AI. We are going to talk about couple of more things. We have our own mentor for today as well. So there's a lot of things that is coming for you guys. I'm just waiting for 2 more minutes so that everyone can come in and then enjoy the session completely, right? But good evening to everyone. Just 2 more minutes, guys. We'll be starting exactly by 8:06. All right. We'll be starting exactly by 8:06. Right. I would really want everyone to flood the chat window in your YouTube. Speaking about which branch are you from at the moment and what is your current year. I would really want to know this because it is good for us in order to understand what type of environment or what type of specialization or what type of core knowledge that you possess such that we can pave the entire session accordingly, right? So every one of you, I would really want you to flood the chat window for of your particular YouTube, speaking about what is your particular branch and what is your particular year at the moment. Okay, that will be great, right? For all those people, I understand YouTube is a platform where everyone is very open to, but it's my request to you, let's make it very professional and formal such that we only dedicate this for learning, because we at my equation take things really seriously when it comes to learning. So we want to make sure that you take things seriously as well. All right, I can see a lot of people coming in like CSE, CSE AIML, CSE second year, and I have first year students as well, third year students. CSE, I can see a lot of people coming in. Guys, I would really want you to flood as much as you can, because I want to see, we have a mentor as well. I'll be introducing him within a couple of minutes. But I would really want to see how many of you are from different branches, especially in which year. Most of the people I can see are from first year, right? Lots of people from first year. Anyone from fourth year or third year that I should know of? Because we'll make sure that the learning is curved in that manner. It's very customizable just for you guys, right? So I can say a lot of first year first sem people, CSC C basic only. Yaar Locha ji, koi baat nahi. Not asking for what exactly we always treat everyone same. Koi baat nahi. So Pawan is in second year, Jitesh is in first year, Shrishti civil first year. Okay, we have CSC first year. Lots of people from CSC. How many of you are from mechanical, electronics, or from core branches, especially from core branches? Mechanical, civil, electronics, automobile, anywhere from these branches, anyone? That will be great. Civil. That is very nice. Hi, Srishti, you're from civil. Okay, I can see a lot of civil people. Sagar is from civil. Okay. EC, how many EC people over here? EC, electronics and communication, or electrical and IoT, anything like that. ECE people, EC. Okay, we have aerospace as well. I would really appreciate if you could come with your particular names. It will be easier for us to get to know you guys well, right? Rather than having in different names like Cyber Z or Hazy. It's very difficult to get to know about this. It will be great if you could come with your particular names. Okay, you're from mechanical, Piyush. We have Hollywood movies apparently from mechanical. That is very interesting. Vatsal, first year. Okay. EC. All right. Lots of people. More coming up. I can see. That's amazing. That's great. Okay. So I just want to get a huge, yes, or no for everyone, from every one of you, to understand that can we get started immediately? Yes, I need yeses from the majority of you to get started immediately, such that we do not delay the session, right? I understand it's late at night, and I would really want you to benefit as much as you can from this entire session, right? I would really require a yes from everyone to get started. Come on, guys. I need a huge cheer, lot of round of applause for our mentors for this amazing triathlon that we are starting off from for day one. Yes, everyone. Yes, Aditya says yes. Lots of people saying yes. We have Tisha, Madhav, everyone is saying yes. Okay, great. Okay, all right. So the wait is over at the moment for every one of you. Welcome to Triathlon for day one today, right? I clap for each and every one of you to join today's session, because today is marking the first day of this great triathlon, which is going to be a mix and match of every sort of event, learning, and also a great competition indeed. Let's go, everyone. Let's have a very, power pump of every one of you focusing and giving their 110% in these 3 days, right? Okay. So let me just wrap you up with a little bit of what is coming up for the next 3 days. And after that, I will tell you exactly what we have for today. All right. Okay. Let's get started, everyone. Perfect. So for the next 3 days, I would really want you to listen to me very carefully. And just one thing, everyone, just before I get started, I would want each and every one of you to understand a little bit of rules and regulations from our end. Okay. At my equation, we take learning very seriously, and we want to make sure that everything that you are learning gets into your experience level, especially when you're going for your career, right? So that is the mode of learning that we want you to know of. And so I would request each and every one of you to know this, that any sort of hindrance during the entire session or during this 3 day might result in us taking some sort of actions against you that we do not want. I understand YouTube is an open platform, and I want you all to understand this, that there's a lot of people who are learning with us at the same moment. So let's just not, spoil. Let's just not be a spoil sport, everyone. Let's just all focus on learning, and we are all here to help you as much as you can, as much as we can, and solve all of your doubts, every sort of things, and especially contribute towards one thing, which is giving you the right vocational training in terms of this entire event, right? So I hope everything is clear for each and every one of you. All right. So if you can note down, it will be great for you guys, because it will be great for you to understand what is coming up. So I'll be telling you a little bit of what is the itinerary. So today we are coming up with an amazing session with our very own mentor, where we are going to understand the depths of artificial intelligence in the field of robotics, in different fields of how AI is actually getting help at. We'll be doing a little bit of, cross questioning. There'll be a little bit of coding. I would really want you to code with the mentor itself, because you'll be learning as well. Plus, you'll be also doing a hands-on session right now at the moment. That'll be great. Number two, which is very important, tomorrow you have a surprise from all of us, right? There will be one more person that will be joining us for tomorrow, but we'll make sure that we will let you know during a certain period of time, like before some period of time. So that is going to be a surprise for each and every one of you. The last day, we are going to be having a competition. I think everyone knows of the Mech-a-thon, the main competition that we have come up with, where you will be competing with each other. You'll be having leaderboard, solving different sort of problem statements that we'll be giving you, and at the end winning the grand prize, right? As you know, this is the we say that October and November and December, these 3 months are the Hacktober sessions, or the main competition based sessions. And so we are coming up with a very beautiful competition for each and every one of you. So the best group win. So we'll tell you everything about it, so you do not have to worry, right? Every sort of information will be given to you. So I think the moment has come where I tell you a little bit about today's main person, our main mentor. I think you can see him. His name is Bezlil Basli. I would tell a little bit of description of him, because if I keep on reading about what he has done, the list will go on, right? So he is a very own founder of Enlight Wisdom, right? He has his own startup and his own organization. He is also a robotics consultant for Prague Robotics, right? He has won more than 10 plus prizes from different reputed government based institutions. He has taken multiple workshops, industrial trainings offline for students of SRM, VIT, a lot of colleges, over 15 to 20 colleges in South India, especially. And at the end, he has also done his master's in robotics, and he is also currently doing his PhD in artificial intelligence and robotics. So I present in front of you Mr. Bezlil. He has a lot of things that he has to share with all of you, especially in the field of AI, in the field of deep learning, in the field of how coding is very, very important when you go on in the AI field. And if I can also add on to something, I will love to add on with Bezlil sir. But let's just clap for him, and let's just make sure that we welcome him. So Bezlil sir, you can go on, introduce yourself a little bit, and you can show the students what we have gotten for each and every one of them. Please, sir.
Thank thank you, Gustav. I think I'm audible, right? Okay, so good evening, guys. Hope everyone are doing good. And I think this is most probably our dinner time, but I just want to share a few things with you guys about AI and robotics. My expertise in little bit of my expertise to you guys, so that I think most probably most of you guys are from your first years, right? Everyone are from your first years. So most probably this is going to be one of the thing which is going to build up your future, because AI and robotics, they both are the most, they are like the two domains which is going to be like the next upcoming for the next 4 to 5 years. So that they are going to be the booming field right now. So I think everyone would have like used some sort of an AI, right? Yes or no? If it's, I just want you guys to like interact in the chat session, so that it will be much of an interactive session rather than I'm just talking to you guys. I just want it to be a two-way communications. So yes, okay. So most probably everyone would have like used lots of AI, lots of things were related to AI. Most probably the most important thing we would have like used is Chat GPT. Today we going to also build our very own chatbots, which is using Chat GPT, like Chat GPT as well as without Chat GPT also. We're going to create our very own chatbots. So as I'm going to get started with the session, I just want to like give a few things about myself. Like so my name is Besley. You can call me as Besley. So I've been like a founder of an AI based company, AI and robotics, as well as I've been like tutoring lots of students like you for the past 7 to 8 years, as well as I've been like in worked as an industries as a robotics engineer. And currently I am like mentoring lots of students in colleges and in lots of projects which is relevant to mobile robots and AI. So I just want to like share a little bit of my knowledge to you guys so that it will be helpful for you guys in your future. So I'm just going to share a screen, and I want this session to be a much of an interactive one. So we will be like learning together with me. So I'm just going to like share my screen. So I think my screen will be visible.
It is visible. Yes.
Okay. So this is going to be the thing which we're going to talk about, AI. AI or artificial intelligence. So today we're going to talk about AI. When we talk about AI, AI is it's a computer program, or it can be in a form of a software or a program which helps humans, which can think like a human and act like a human. So that is the main goal of an AI. So think like a human and help human. So that is going to be the work of an AI. For example, AI is like the brain of like us humans. It's going to be like how the machine thinks, how the machine has to think on its own. It can act like how a human will be acting on for a, so that is the work of this AI. So the AI are like more sufficient, like it's like a computer human brain which can do like stuff which for a machine. Instead of having brain, instead of having a human brain, AI is like a brain of a machine, which going to help it to do lots of works automatically. It's going to do lots of problem solvings like computational, like image processing, lots of things. And AI is like it's a form of a machine learning where it can the machines can able to learn on its own. It can take decisions on its own based on the circumstances and the like environments. Based on each and every environment, the AI can be like doing a smart work. So most probably you can have a question, will AI be like is it going to be like destroy the human? So recently this things has been like trending, will AI destroy the human race? All these questions has been like coming on. But as far as I think, we are the creator of AI, so we are giving the limitations to AI. And AI is just it's assisting the humans to make our work much more easier, and to like assist our works and lots of things to make it simpler and quicker and faster. So that is the main motive of an AI. So when I'm talking about AI, as I told, AI is just a part in machine learning. In part, if I'm talking about AI and machine learning, there's another thing which is going to be like integrated of this AI machine learning forms on another domain known as robotics. So robotics, AI, and machine learning, all these things comes under to the same domain. So when all this combines together, then only we can call it as a robot. AI is just a brain of one robot, where machine learning is the processing unit of the AI and the robot. We're going to see about the few companies which uses AI and robotics. So how AI is getting used in robotics. First thing in AI, it will be like in form of an human interaction. Human interaction means it can be like helpful for us for guiding us, most probably for guiding. I think in New Zealand, there's an AI system, AI robot, which is now helping the passengers to navigate between the terminals, in which terminal they need to go for the flight, where is the launch, all these things that it will be like helping the human. And as well as during COVID time, lots of like AI based humanoid robots has been like used in healthcare for like and like talking with an human. And most probably like in lots of in India, we have like restaurants which are robot restaurants, where we can order it through a robot and it will be like serving it. So like that, they're like humans are using AI based robots in lots of places. And next industry which is like rapidly using robotics in AI is our automation industries. Automation means it can be a like a manufacturing industry, like an electronic manufacturing part. It may be like a car manufacturing units, like where the and also Amazon warehouse for like laboring. Instead of labor they are using for laboring, and lots of things. AI and robotics has been like used for palletizing. When I'm talking about palletizing on Amazon, their entire warehouse, which is like situated in lots of places, the entire line of robotics and AI works inside it to bring the products to them, to make the delivery more efficient. They have been like using robotics and AI in different formats. So one of the like few of the companies which are like using robotics and AI are this company. So I'm just going to like I thought of playing a little game with you guys. And they are like 6 logos. Can let's see how many of you can able to like give the company names of this by like visualizing this logos. How many of you can able to like give this company names? Let's see. Let's see how many of you can able to do this.
Come on, guys. I would really appreciate everyone putting their first to six, 1 to 6 answers, right? Let's start with the first one, guys. I would really want everyone to interact and push all the answers that you have noted down. Do not do Google Lens and see it from Google, right? It will be great if you could just think about it. I think you've seen it, right? I think I've seen it somewhere or the other. So you can just guess it
Okay,
and
good.
just put it in the chat box at the moment.
Yes, sixth one, Boston Dynamics is the correct.
Yes.
Boston Dynamics. No, it's not Unilever. Is not here.
Come on, guys. You can write down the number and beside the number, just put down the answer, right?
No idea. Go Ibibo. No, it's not Go Ibibo.
I think we got one person saying the right answer. Kuldeep Mandal. Yes, the first one is Universal Robot, right? Yes, these are the first one is Universal Robots, right? That's the first one. Good answer. Good answer, Kuldeep. Next, let's go second. What is the second one, guys? Come on, guys, guess. Let's guess as much as we can. What is the second one? You might have seen it somewhere or the other, right? Come on, guys, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint, right? So, what is the color of the logo of the second one? It's related to that. What is the color of the logo of the second one? Any idea? Yes, the
I
second.
I
Yeah.
think Pranav got the second one correctly.
Yes, 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 yes. Good job,
And
Pranav.
Devnesh, you are right. Second one is used for warehouse automation. You're correct.
Perfect, perfect. The second one is gray orange. That's a lovely answer, right? Let's go for the third one, guys. Come on. Let's go for the third one. Let's complete. Let's go for the third one. What is the third one? What does it look
Yes,
like?
Swagita. Yes, fourth one is iRobot. You got it correctly. iRobot.
Perfect, perfect. Who was the
Can you?
person? Swagita.
Yeah. Can
Great,
you
great.
guess? Can you guess what iRobot is manufacturing? Can anyone guess it? I think this is one of the popular one. You can easily guess it out. Grid bots. Yes, correct. Grid
Yes.
bots. Third one is
Third one is grid bots. Very nice.
first one is not Dreamland robot. It is Universal robots.
Vineet is right. Madhav, you're also right on the iRobot. See, the logo gives you a lot of understanding of what exactly the company is about. You can see a I symbol, you can see a R symbol. So if it is related to robots, so it's going to be iRobot.
Okay,
What about
I'm
the
going
fifth?
to give a clue for the fifth one. That was the part of the name is like the first humanoid robot created by Honda. You can guess it out. Part of the name of it. Come on, guys, think of it. Yes, iRobot makes vacuums. Correct. Roomba. Can you guess the fifth one? Can you able to guess the fifth one? It is like one of a humanoid robot. It the part name is like a humanoid robot. Yes, correct. Guraj Singh. Yes, it is Asimo Robotics. So this six companies, yes, Asimo, Aditya, correct. So I think everyone have got all this is one, two, three, and all the six companies correct, right? Yes, Boston Dynamics, Asimo, yes. Okay, so the first, all the six companies has been like different companies which are using AI in robotics. So when I'm talking about the first thing is Universal Robot. Their famous robot is known as cobots. You guys would have like seen that cobots. So they are like a real world industrial robots which can be like based on the industrial real world experience. They can able to like move it, and they can be move the objects in the industries for palletizing all these things. They uses the cobot. And most probably in restaurants now they have a cooking robot also, where they uses AI image processing for cooking for cooking, for like creating it amazing Italian dishes. They are like using this cobots right now. And the next one, as you guys said, gray orange. Second one is gray orange, and they are like the one of the top guys in like in the warehouse and logistic industries. They have been like having their AMR, which is autonomous mobile robots, which is used for like localization purpose for logistics, where their robots are used for like moving or reorganizing the warehouses, or like moving the products. All these things, they are like most used robots. And most probably they are also using AI for order fulfillments also, and for inventory management also. They can able to using the AI and image processing. They are like finding out how the like how many image like products has been came in, how many has been dispatched. All these things, the inventory management has been like done using image processing by the gray gray orange. And the third one is grid bots. So grid bots, like grid bot technologies, they are like giving the AI and like AI and robotic solutions for like for most probably they are used for like quality inspections, for like finding the quality using the image processing. For example, let's take like car industries, to make sure that the all the parts has been like attached properly. And for the food industries, they are like using the robots for image processing, using it like for quality inspections. So all these things, they are like building the robots, and they are using AI for their quality inspection, for using image processing. And the most popularly, and the robot which came around 2002 itself, which was from the iRobots, Roomba is the cleaning bot, which is the advanced version of like AI using image processing. They can detect object, they can work based on the gesture controls. All the things can be done using Roomba. It is a vacuum bot which can be helpful for you to clean the rooms using image processing automatically. It can able to sense the environment. It based on the environment, it can be moving around autonomously. And the fifth one is Asimo Robotics. So Asimo Robotics are they are like more into like the human interactive robots, where it's like as I told, one of the robots used in New Zealand, the New Zealand's airboat. It's made from the Asimo Robotics. They uses the robots and AI like image recognition, as well as like speech recognitions. in the form for customer relationship and customer interactions. And the final one, which is going to be the, I think the background, you can see the slide background itself. That is one of the coolest robot which was like ever built from Boston Dynamics. You can see the Spot in the background image. Spot and Atlas. Boston Dynamics has been like in ages in the using like creating a robots using AI. The two were like a bigger things which they are made, like one is the Spot and next one is going to be the Atlas. So they are like the two things. So these are the like different robots used in like using AI, and different companies which uses AI in robotics. And next thing, the most important concept in AI is going to be deep learning, which is going to be up from machine learning. I think most probably you will be like seeing about machine learning, how machine learning is like evolving, how we are using machine learning in lots of things. Like even in robotics we use machine learning, but the advanced form of machine learning is deep learning, where we will be like using the, it's also a subset of AI only. Like I told, AI is a bigger concept where machine learning comes under, deep learning comes under, expert systems comes under, and robotics also comes under the umbrella of AI. So when I'm talking about deep learning, it is like our, we can simply say that deep learning works on basis of neural network. When I'm talking about neural network, it's nothing but it's like the brain. Okay, this is like a simple science question for you guys. Like what are the things inside our brain? Can anyone able to tell how our nervous systems works? Can anyone able to say that? How our thinking part, how our like like how our nerves are moving, how our spinal cord are moving? Can anyone say that? This is like a science question from like in school levels. You guys would have like studied that. Come on, guys, you can put it in the chat. Yes, correct. 23 MI. Okay, yes, it's correct. Neurons. So our brain has like lots of neurons, which will be like interconnected to each other. So yes, correct, Mohit. By neurons, electrical impulse, how the electrical impulse moves is through the neurons, right? So the neurons will be interconnected to lots of like and it will be forming a structure. Similarly, our brain works, the deep learning and the neural network also works on it by interconnections of lots of neurons together. When I'm saying about lots of neurons together and interconnection means lots of like different or like different components will be like added together. When I'm talking in the term of robots, there will be like different sensors, right? There will be like lots of sensors, lots of moving parts like your motors. And for moving, we need to like have visual sensors. And for sense, like we need to like, if it's going to be move on, it's going, we need to have the wheels, different motors and all things. Everything will be connected in form of in form of a neurons, will be interconnected to each other. That's how the robotics and AI works together using the neural network. And deep learning is like one of the like most used topics in deep learning. There are like many things which has like, for example, simple neural network and deep learning. When I'm talking about simple neural network, we have like three different layers. One will be the input layer where all your sensor data will be given, and the processing layer, or the like the middle layer, it's called as the hidden layer, where all the hidden processes will be taking place. And next, the output layer, based on the input we are giving, will be like the processing will be done in the hidden layer, and the output will be given in the output layer. That's how the machine learning and deep learning works. So next thing, when I'm talking about robotics and AI and deep learning, in deep learning there are like many different algorithms has been like present. So one a few of the things which we're going to see, it's going to be like based on this perception part and neural networks. So first thing which we're going to see about is the perception. So can anyone say what do you mean by perception? Can anyone, guys? Like how can you like interlink perception with our human perception? perceptrons or perception? Can anyone? You can put it in the chat box. You can put it in the chat. Any idea? Pre-existing knowledge. Okay. We'll be like using this term oftenly, like no. I think you guys would have heard about the term known as eye precision and have you guys heard about it? Eyes. Have you heard about the eyes? So most probably we will be comparing in human eye. We will be like if someone able to see something like more precise, we'll be like calling it as the eye precision is more. We'll be like saying that yes, correct, Vinith. Awareness through senses. So that is how the humans also like our humans. The robot is also has its own perceptrons. It will be in form of like analyzing and sensing of datas. When I'm saying analysis means let's assume we have a like a humanoid robot which has to like walk around and find the objects and move around. First it needs to have a sense organ to sense each and every person in front of it, how it's going to be like moving around based on the data of what obstacle is in front of it. All these things will be done using the perception, and it is just analyzing the sensor data, and the robots get an output. So as I told before, I told there will be like three layers, right? One will be my input layer, one will be my hidden layer, and one will be my output layer. So all this data which I'm collecting, it will be done. Let's assume we are taking image processing. There's an image processing is going on. Using the image processing, we are doing object detection. So precision is like nothing. It is like a basic unit of like where you will be like classifying into binary values, like binary classification, where neural network or like it is interconnections of lots of perceptions, or like let's as I told before, there will be like lots of sensors working together to form an input. After that it will be connected to another neuron, so new perceptions will be there, new knowledge and new sensing perceptions will be there. So neural network is nothing but it's like lots of interconnections of lot of perceptions together to give an answer to like a complex task. Like all thing I will be like talking about this how this perception works in the upcoming things. So this is how the perception works in like in your environment. It is just an information about the environment. It takes the information about the environment. Based on this information, the robot will be acting, and all this information will be like given from the input layer. It will be going to the hidden layer and to the output layer in form of the neural network. So this is how the what's happening inside the deep learning. This is a this is just an example for you guys. And as I told, there are like lots of algorithms which is involved in deep learning. So one of the thing is like CNN, or conventional neural network. Most probably this algorithm like is used for image processing. This is like the most widely used algorithm for like image processing, where as I told before, there will be like lots and lots of complex tasks hidden inside the hidden layer. All this processing will be like done inside the hidden layer. So that is like for example in your Snapchat, you guys would have like used Snapchat and other things. Like you can see lots of filters, applying filters where it will be like finding out the extracting the features like your outer features, your face, and it will be like we can able to like give a new dimension to it. You guys would have like seen Snapchat's filters, right? And also in Instagram. Yes or no, guys? You guys would have seen it, right? And Instagram, Snapchats. Come on, guys, you can put it in the chat, chat box. Have you guys seen it or not? I've seen it in Snapchat and Instagram. Different filters where it will be extracting the features from the image, and based on that it will be giving feeding a new layer, or like a new output will be like shown. Have you guys experienced it? Okay, so that is like one of the example for CNN. So it is like CNN is like used for like image processing, like object recognition. It is like your Google lenses also use part of a CNN, where it does the object detection. And for scene for slam, when I'm talking about robotics, we use something known as slam, like simulation, like localization and mapping, which is used for locomotion of all mobile robots. We use a slam. And for object detection, for email, like object detection and object collision avoidance, all these things we use as CNN. And even in your you guys have like used like gaming like PS, where you uses the gesture control, just gesture control, and based on like emotions, you'll be like getting the output through image processing. All these things has been like using this CNN algorithm for doing all this stuff. And next thing after CNN is like what it will be doing is it will be like finding out the edges. For example, I have my face, means it will be just seeing all these edges, like all the edges in the sites, and based on that it will be analyzing what kind of object it is. So based on the data we are providing through machine learning, how we are training the data, it will be giving us the output. And after getting the output, we need something to process, right? So for that, let's we just moving through the programming part. So in the programming part, most probably we are like image processing, you can like do it using MATLAB, Python, and lots of different softwares has been like used, ROS, all these things are there. But this is one of the most used libraries, OpenCV, like OpenCV or computer vision. Open Computer, which is like a predefined library, which is like used in Python. It is like used for like object detection, facial recognition, and like manipulating of images using, as I told, CNN uses edge detection. So edge detection, all this has been like already given inside that predefined library in Python. We can directly use this library, and we can do all sorts of image processing, like object detection. We can able to do like facial recognition, gesture recognitions, and finding out like changing the images, all these things, manipulating the images, all these things can be like done using a single library known as OpenCV. And another one of the libraries also known as OpenCV2. They are like two things, OpenCV and OpenCV2. We can use both the libraries. And next one after I thought so CNN is for most probably for image processing. And next one we're going to talk about ANN. So ANN, it's like it is where our inputs will be like given in form of like let's assume like we have a robot. Now we done the image processing side uses using CNN, but we need to make it as a human interface interacting robot. So we are done with the image processing side, and that's what we are done. So we need to go to the next step. So what is the next step means, like it should be like moving around. Yeah, like if it's going to be a like an industrial robot, where it's going to pick and place, or it's going to do the detection or quality testing or anything, it the image processing side will be done by the CNN using sensors and other things. But the motion part, the your robots has different joints, and different like manipulators will be there. All these manipulators and the different joints, and like different motors, each and every joint will be like actuated using a motors only, to precisely coordinate all this motor to be working in a neural form. We are using this something known as artificial neural network, where all this similar to the human brain, all these neurons will be like connected to each other, where it will be talking to each other. Motors will be talking to the sensors, and the sensor will be giving the feedback again to the motors, and the controllers, all this process. And for the image processing side and for the locomotion side, everything will be like working interconnected in form of nodes. So each node is like a form of like different processes. It may be a sensor, it may be a motor, or it may be like any other device, it may be a controller or anything. So And if the programs also, most probably they uses like different machine learning algorithms. We'll be like using one of the most used machine learning algorithm in ANS is reinforcement learning, where we can like adapt the system, the computer AI can able to adapt to like new environment on its own. And most probably ANN has been, like as I told before, for the human interaction, it uses NLP, natural language processing, NLP, and for speech recognition. When we are talking, one of the most thing is like your Google, okay Google, you have Siri, you have like Amazon Echo, all this thing uses this speech recognition. So all these things works on based on this ANN. And most probably ANN also is used for like getting the sensor outputs also. So based on the sensor data, they can predict the maintenance of the sensor, whether the sensor is going to like malfunction, or it is not working properly. All this data is also we can able to get it from ANN, and we can able to like analyze the data. And if it's necessary to change it, we can able to change it. Yes, one of the in chat, I just saw the thing. Yes, OpenCV can be like used in Python. Yes, it can be opened using Python. Represent different set of course. So we will, for every neurons represent. No, it as I told, neurons means there will be like different nodes. As I told, different node means there will be like for example, let's take uh, so they are like different nodes, right, connected together. Okay, let's take this, all this four are like my four motors. So my four motors, like for four let's assume is a car, it has like a four motors. And let's assume this three are my sensors, different sensors, or all this five are my this two are my sensors. Let's assume this is a camera and this is a camera. So the camera will be like sent to a controller, microcontroller, and this microcontrollers will be connected to different motors, or it may be a motor drive or anything. All this will be like interlinked. So each and every node will be talking to the other nodes. So based on the information from the sensor, it will be like going to the controller. Based on the controller information, it will be giving it to the motors, how it should be operating, which motor should be activated, which motor should be there. And based on that, we can like see different outputs also. So each and everything, for like image processing, we will be having one node, and for locomotion we will be like having another node, and for like turning off commands and other things we'll be like having on each and every node will be like interlinked with all these processes. It may be it will be like interlinked with your sensor, your motors, as well as the processing part. Everything will be like interlinked together, so that each and every like object can talk to the another object. So that is the main work of this neural network, so that it will be more efficient and it will be more faster, so it to work. So this is like the few things about ANN. I just want to like most probably this ANN in chat GPT or like chatbots. When I'm talking, one of the like few chatbots, Siri is there, and also we have like okay Google also. All these things works on the like speech recognition and all these things. Now I just want to like get started with our creating our very own chatbot, and we're going to use our chat GPT also. You guys can also try along with me. So we'll be like using two things. For the first program, we'll be like using our Google Colab, and for the second thing, we're going to use PyCharm. We're going to use both these things together. So I'm just going to close this for a minute. And first, we're going to create a chatbot using Google Colab. So using Colab, we're going to create our very own data set, and we're going to create our very own chatbot. So for this is like a simple code which I've like written for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, for working with any libraries or any program, we need to use the proper libraries to make sure all this like data which we are using, it's there. So for the first thing, we're going to use a library known as NLTK, because we are doing, what we are doing is we are using the languages which is in a form of a text. So it comes under NLP, natural language processing. So all this grammatical parts and all this like this parts comes under the topic of NLP or NLTK. We can call it as natural language toolkit. NLTK is nothing but it's a library used for NLP. So NLTK stands for natural language toolkit. Okay, so first I'm going to import this toolkit. After importing toolkit, there are like lots of inbuilt functions inside this library itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the function from NLTK library. I'm creating a chat. So you can give any names. So after creating, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import something as chat from this library. So this is also another library which is used for creating chatbots. In import chat, I'm creating a variable known as reflections. So in the, I'm just, because what is going to, whatever I'm going to like put inside this, it's like a mirror only. Okay, so it's going to be a reflection, it's going to be there, and there are going to be a pair of answers also. So first thing which I'm going is giving is reflections. So in my reflections, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set few commands. So this will be like the few commands which I'm going to use. So this will be the like commands like reflections, or like these are the commands. If I'm going to type I am, you are. So if I'm going to type I am means the computer will be considered as you are, because it is a chatbot, right? So it will be like taken as such a chatbot. So wherever I am using I, it will be considered as you. So I was, I, you, I am, my, your, you are, you were. So all these things I'm just giving the set of commands which it will be taken to be reflected, so based on the commands. And next thing is, because this is a chatbot which I'm creating using, I'm not using any data sets and all. If you already have a data set, you can use this data set in the reflector side and in the pass side also. So I'm going to give is I'm going to give a set of answers as well as set of questions also. So this will be my questions, and this will be the answers for that questions. So I'll be like giving both of them together. So what I'm going to do is, if I'm going to like talk I, hello, a, howdy, hello, all this stuff, this is going to be my reply. Hello, I there. How can I help you? So that is like you can like tell. So this is going to be the output. If I'm going to say I, hello, a, howdy, and all, it will be like my reply is going to be hello, hey there, hi, how can I help you? So this is how it's going to be. So next thing is, if I'm going to ask the name of the chatbot, what is your name? So I just gave my name as I am Besley, but you can like give any name instead of Besley. You can give something known as okay, let's say Messi. Okay, so I'm going to just give the name of the chatbot as Messi. So next, who are you? So if I'm going to ask this question, it's going to be say, I'm your virtual assistant, and okay, I need to change this. So so it will be like I need to like change it everywhere if I need to like make it as a proper one. So I'm changing. So the next question is going to be how are you? So how are you means I will like putting, you can put anything inside this. I'm just putting I'm just a computer, so I don't have any feelings, but I'm here to assist it. Like that this you can like put anything over there. And if I'm going to like type help, so it will like it can the reason I'm going this before this and that, they can be like any like for example, hey, can you help me? So whenever this terms is like used anywhere inside this phrase, inside this command, only this help will be considered. So that is the reason we are giving this. And I can help you with the wide range of questions, just ask. And my next question is, what is your age? Or inside this anything can be filled. What is your age, or how old are you, all these things. So like what is your age? So I'm going to say I don't have any age, I'm just a computer program. And next thing is I'm just, if it's going to be thanks or thank you, it's going to be you're welcome. So how can I assist you for the further? And I need to have a end message. So my end message, if I type bye means it will be saying goodbye, have a great day. Or if you want, you can like change it to have a nice day or something like that. You can able to put anything. After this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the command which I used already. I'm going to create a chatbot. So I'm creating a variable known as chatbot. So this is a variable where all this data will be stored under. So this is a variable which I'm creating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the chat which I've already created. Here I've created from the import chat. I'm going to use this pass which I've created, as well as the reflections which I've created. So what this is going to be my first line. Hello, I am a chatbot. So this is going to be my first line. And if I want to exit from the program, I'm setting a exit commands like saying type. If I type by, it's going to be exit. If I'm typing hello, it will be like going for the I am a chatbot command. So it will be here, right? So it will be going to the I am a chatbot command here. After this, so I'm just gonna whatever I'm inputting, it's going to be my user input. So I'm creating something known as user underscore input. So that is going to be my input, and that input will be given an u. So it will be like given an you. So whatever, because I'm going to be the person who is going to talk to the chatbot. So we are already given, right, in the top itself. For you and I, we are given. So whatever I'm like, I means it's you. So I'm just giving the input to be you, and I'm just setting the goodbye command also. If the input is like a lower, if I wanted to be like saying as bye. So bye means it will be like automatically typing. It will be like printing as chatbot will be like saying as goodbye. And this is how the response will be like working. Whatever answers questions I'm asking, it will be like taken from the past, and it will be like reflected inside the chatbot respond for the user input. For example, user input is I means the response will be like from the chatbot respond, which will be like I means, so it will be like responding to this as my output. So this is going to be printed over here, saying that saying that so this is going to be my response. So this is a like a simple code using which we can design on your own to create our very own, like based on the commands which I'm giving, this is going to be work as a simple chatbot. So first I'm going to run this code. It will take, it will be connecting. Okay. Okay, now we can see it will be asking us you. So this is what we are given, right? Whatever answer we are going to type, it's going to be. So I'm going to type hello. So when I'm typing hello, chatbot will be saying a there. So if I'm typing hello, it will be like it's showing that whatever I am typing there, a there. So I'm going to like ask what is your name? What is your name? So automatically it will be like checking to my pass over there, and the chatbot will be saying I am Messi. So that is what the name I have given, right? So that name will be like there. Okay, then we can like type what is your age. So when I'm talking about what is your age, it will be like showing the what we are given there. I don't have an age, so I'm just a computer program. So this is the answer we are given over here. And next thing is we can like say thank you. So it will be like saying none, or if you like you want to like say anything, like let's say thanks. So if I'm typing by means, it will be taken as goodbye. So this is what the response we are given. So this is like a simple chat bot which you can able to build it using like a simple just I'm using two libraries. One is like NLTK library and next one is import chat library. So using this two library you can build this easily. And next thing is which I want to like show you is another program which is using where we're going to use chat gpt. So this is a using PyCharm, we're going to use ChatGPT. Before starting into ChatGPT, I think everyone knows the company which uses ChatGPT, right? Which created ChatGPT, which is like OpenAI. So OpenAI is a company which uses like created ChatGPT. So before getting into the chatbot, I'm going to get into this OpenAI because we need to have something known as a API key. For this we need to have the API key from the, if you're going to integrate our chat gpt, we need to have this OpenAI key. So I'm just going to click on this OpenAI. So this is the website. So I'm just going to like log in. So I have already logged in. If you don't have an account, you need to like log in. Here you have two things. One is like a chat gpt, next one is API. So I'm not going to like go for chat gpt right now. So I'm going to go for API right now. So when I'm clicking on API, in the right hand side top corner, you have something known as personal. So inside this personal, you have something known as view API key. So I have like already created an API key, or else if you want, you can just create like press press this button as create API, a new secret key. It will be like if you generate like click create general if you generate it, a new API key will be generated over here. But I already have a key which I've like already copied and I'm like using it. So I'm just going to like use the same key. So this is the key. This is my API key. For each and every time you can generate the new key, or else you can use in, as I told in PyCharm, here also we're going to use something known as one of the library which is known as OpenAI. So for integrating chat GPT with your chatbot, we have this library which is known as OpenAI. So I'm going to first import this OpenAI, or else if you are using any of this kinds of IDE, in below you have something known as Python packages. You can directly go and type over there as OpenAI. If you type OpenAI, automatically it will be like showing install with pip install, all these things will be like shown. As I already done, I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to import the library which is OpenAI. Okay. So after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my API key inside this. So I'm putting the API key which I've like created generated from ChatGPT. So I'm putting this API key, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open API dot API key, which is a function which is in like inside this library OpenAI. So I'm going to use it and I'm going to like call this key. So wherever the OpenAI dot API key is going to use, it's going to call this API key. This function will be called over there. So after this, I'm going to create a prompt for it. So when I'm creating a prompt in ChatGPT, we have like lots of things like known as engine prompt, like how many tokens, how many words it should be like a given. All these things we need to like assign. So what I'm going to is and say similarly what we did, we like add the like we had like reflections and like pass, right? Similarly, we're going to do the same thing also over here. So what we're going to do is we have something, we are creating something known as responses. All these answers will be like considered as my responses. So this responsible responses is equal to, I have a like a function known as OpenAI completion. So I'm going to create this OpenAI completion. So what it's going to do is it's going to like whatever response it's going to be my answer. It will be like it will be like asked in form, it will be like taking the output from the API which is like your chat gpt's module. So it's going to use the chat gpt data set for our responses. It's going to use the, we're going to use the chat gpt data set for our responses. So all the questions will be like answered, will be asked directly to the chat gpt engine. So the engine which I'm using is text davinci. Like this we have like lots of engines. I think if you want to like get more into it, we can do it in an entire course lineup only, where we will be like seeing about lots of engines, how to select the engine which we need to use. All these things we'll be like learning, we'll be like learning in the upcoming things only. So the for this I'm using my like engine which is known as text davinci 002, and I'm just creating the prompt to be prompt, and I'm telling the maximum tokens is going to be 50. It's going to, and I'm setting a value, the number of responses to be 1. So I'm will be like it can process only one response at a time. And I'm going to like for stopping phase I'm like giving something. If it's going to be, if I'm going to type as none means it's going to stop. And what I'm going to set a return value also. So I'm going to set a return value from the known as return choices. So I'm putting it as a null value as 0. So it's going to be none. So after this I'm going to print what is going to be printed in my prompt, which is going to be my print. It's going to print as AI demo text generation. You can give any names. You can like give AI demo or anything you want. And like in this also you can learn. Similarly what we did, we give the exit command, right? Here also I'm going to use the exit command also over here. Here I'm going to set a while true command, which is like similarly what we did in the chatbot. That previous one we are setting the user input. So we are create the user input to be input. So the input will be like in form of the chatbot, which I'm going to give the name as bestly, or else you can like give any name. Here also if you want we can change it as let's say I'm just change it as chat. Let's say chat me. Okay, I'm setting it to be chat me. You can like set any name to it. Similarly, if the lower case, if it's going to be lower, the input is going to be lower, it will be directly considered to be exit. If you type exit, it will be directly getting you to say print as AI. So after this I'm going to set how the chatbot should be working. So I'm creating something known as AI underscore response. So what is going to be mean? Whatever I am typing inside this user input will be my response. It will be going for my response. So whatever I'm typing inside this user input, it's going to be my input, and this input will be getting to the response, in the response which is like integrated with chat gpt data set. So whatever I am asking the question inside this user input, it will be going to this response, and this response will be connected directly to the OpenAI library, which is integrated with chat gpt through the API. So the output input will be given over there, and the output will be taken from there, and that output will be printed in this an AI response. It will be printed over here. Okay. So let's try to run it. So I'm making sure this is in the current file. And now I'm going to run this demo. You can see chat me. So that is the name which I given, right? So let's ask name. Okay. Ooh, okay. Name five cities in India. So when I'm asking, automatically it will be like taking the, it will be like showing Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore. You can ask anything because it's already using the data set from the chat gpt. You can ask all the similar things. What you can do using chat gpt, you can make it happen over here in your own chatbot also. Got it? Okay. So this is like a simple program where you can like create your very own chatbot, or that previous program was like how you can use your like just a minute. How you can use your like data sets, different data sets, or you can create your very own database based on database or data sets. You can create your very own chatbots, or else if you want to like use external data sets, like for example all the data sets from ChatGPT or broad, or any other data like databases which is already available in form of chatbots or anything. You can just directly link it together and you can make your very own chatbot. So if you have any questions, you can ask it in the chatbot, sorry, chat box. We are like so much in chat box. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. That is indeed great. Thank you so much, Basil sir. It was a very, programmable experience that you have given to all the students out there. Um, Come on, guys. I would really request everyone to, ask any sort of doubt that you have during this particular time of the entire session, right? I think you saw how to create an entire chatbot. You saw the use of PyCharm, you saw the use of NLTP, and you saw the use of multiple algorithms on which the OpenAI chat GPT was made functional from your own command, right? So there's a lot of people saying that please share your codes for chatbot. You do not have to worry about that. Our team is going to get back to you with regards to this. So do not worry, right? You can get the code to practice upon, okay? But you do not have to worry about getting the code or anything like that. That will be taken care by our team, right? Any sort of other doubt that you faced during the entire session for right? So, Basil, sir, there's a
What
small
are the
doubt for a person. Abdul Rakib, what is the token limit for a free account on OpenAI? Any idea for this?
Yeah, it will be like based on the search engine which we are going to use. I think if possible, if you're going to the OpenAI website which I went earlier, right, you can like inside the API keys we have like lots of like API engines will be there. So each and every, if it's going to be based on which engine you are going to use. Each and every engine has its own limitation. Like
Mhm.
for example, some will be like 100 tokens or like for like 50 tokens, because we have like a limitation up to, because that's the reason I set it the tokens to be for only 50. If in the courses, like if you're creating an entire chatbot, you need to like get a API key which can be like you based on the search engines. You need to pay some amount for that. Based on how many tokens you are using, you will be like paying that, paying for that. And for the another questions, even you can use Google's chatbot also, but integrating is like different. It's little bit difficult when compared to chat gpt. So chat gpt is like little more easier for you to like connect it to your very own chatbot, but still you can do it using Google's chatbot also. But the integrating part is little more complex when compared to chat gpt, but you can still do it. Any other doubt, guys?
Yeah. Any other doubt, guys, that you have? How can a robotic system effectively incorporate long-term planning to autonomously adapt to dynamic and uncertain environment? What are the key challenges in achieving this goal? Any ideas, sir, regarding this?
I did not get it.
How can a robotic system effectively incorporate long-term planning to autonomously adapt to dynamic and uncertain environment? Like it is, like the person is asking that, for an example, there is a robotic system, and for a particular robotic system, how much time will it take to adapt to any environment, dynamic or
Adapt to,
dynamic?
so the thing is like, so okay, I answer for the two things. As far as I understand, I think you're asking whether the robot can like think based on the, if we are creating
Yes,
one
on the basis of the
expert
environment,
system.
like
So
yes,
based on that, how can it adapt itself? Yes,
yes.
because most probably I talked about CNN, right? So CNN, we have something known as SLAM algorithm, which will be like for each and every environment. It can even if you're getting into a new environment, it can be also able to adapt to the environment quickly, because it is a live program. Like it's going to take the live data, and based on the live data only it's going to operate. So it can adapt in this like a milliseconds itself.
Mhm.
And if you want the system to be thinking on its own on computations, we are still working on this process. It's going to like, for now it's going to like work based on like whatever you are like giving the chat like it can be any system, any algorithm, whatever algorithm you're programming, it's going to work based on that. We are still in a working phase of giving its own base to learn on itself. Yeah, any other things?
Yes. All right. Any sort of other doubts, guys? I think things have been very clear regarding the ID, right? It was PyCharm. Yes, guys, it was PyCharm for the ID. So there are multiple IDs that you can use. Okay. Uh, when when I did back then coding, or when I also do coding with Bezlil sir, I think he will agree. There is something known as Atom that we usually use. There is something known as Sublime Text that we also use as an ID. You can also use a terminal of your MacBook. If you have a MacBook or a Macintosh system, you can use a terminal, or through CMD in Windows, you can very well open a Python based program where you can initially write a little bit of program. But usually for Windows people or Ubuntu or Linux based system, they usually go for Conda. There is something known as Anaconda or Conda. In Conda, there is something known as Jupyter Notebooks, right?
See, for
Yeah.
this ID is like it's going to be based on each and every person's
Yes.
their way of using it, because some will feel like anaconda like much more easier for them to use. I feel pycharm is like much more easier for me to like work with. There are like lots of IDs. You can also use your Google Colab. So based on the process which you're going to run, based on the data sets, each and everyone has a different preferences of IDE. It's not you can run all this. Python is like a universal thing, you can run using any IDE. So that is
Yeah.
not, IDE is not a problem at all.
Yeah. There's a lot of people saying that Sublime is paid, and there are some other like PyCharm is also paid. And PyCharm is a bit heavy for systems. I agree, PyCharm is a bit heavy for systems, but do not download the current version of the particular software. We usually, when you go for the previous version, you can go for filehippo.com. You should download from third party softwares rather than going to the main website. So this is some intelligent work that you need to do, because usually they want to make it paid. If you can go with a previous version of it, then it is free. But usually for us as well, we usually go for Google Colab, and mostly we download Anaconda or Jupyter Notebooks. But anyways, IDs, as Bezlil sir said, it is very, very dependent on what a person really wants. uh, it is completely dependent on how you like the platform, right? For a lot of people, VS Code is a right platform for an ID. A lot of people use Google Colab, so depends upon person to person. Anyways, any other doubts that anyone has at the moment? I would really love to clear all the doubts. Last 2 minutes, guys, to clear all the doubts. Then I have a very important announcement that I need to make, plus a couple of resources that I will suggest you, plus a couple of things that you can do very well in order to understand whatever business sir did today. He will 100% let you know where you could also learn a little bit of how AI or how chatbot actually gets operated. So I would just tell Bizli Circus, sir, if there is any sort of possibility, I would really want you to tell people how they could, start, like a book or something that they can go for, or they can read any sort of like a documentation that could get them started. Because anyways, we are always there for them to help them with AI. So anything else like a book or any sort of like another documentation that they can go for, like a research paper, that will be great for them to begin with. Yeah.
Okay, so most probably, see, Python is like many authors have done lots of researches and like lots of books are there. So one of the particular things which we can do, like from an author known as Joe Spatello. So he's like a good author who was like yes, Python's book will be like much more easier for you to like. It is free from it. There are like lots of PDFs which is available. You can easily download it. So all the basic stuff you will be like covering all the basic stuffs, and the image processing sites and other things also you will be like doing it. So you can that is it will be like a book format which is like free to use. Like if you just type on Jose Patalo, it will be like following you through less books and other things. PDF, if you just type Jose Patalo PDF and about Python, you can get the entire thing there itself.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, Basil, sir. Yeah, for someone else who is asking, probably will be taking this as a final doubt. I don't think so. There's a lot of other doubts. Sir, I know basic AI ML. This is asked by Devansh. Theory like how its math works in back, which skills are really needed to get a basic internship in AI ML if he knows basics of machine learning.
See, for if you know basics, then you need to practice. So machine learning is all about practicing with lots of new algorithms, because every day lots of things has been like changing. The way how you going to use the like the similar data sets, you can use the similar data set for running different algorithms. If you know the basics, because basics of Python, when it comes to computers, all the basics are the similar. There's no change in the basics. The fundamentals are the same. If you know the like basics, you need to work on, but there are like few things you need to learn. For example, deep learning, how to use this like different algorithms has different way of using them. You just need to know about how to them. So based on that, like your basic knowledge itself, you can get internship. When you're going for like advanced things only, you need to like learn more.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, there is one question for me. So this question is for you. What are the most important promising career opportunity and skill development paths for individuals interested in the field of robotics and artificial intelligence in India? I think Basil sir could also add. I'll also add something in here as well. So one of the most important things that you need to do in order to develop your career in the field of robotics and artificial intelligence is to, get a primarily understanding of how robotics basically work, right? So it starts with mechanical, a little bit of mechanical based concepts, a little bit of electronics, a little bit of IoT, quite a lot of AI. You get a robot instead, right? So if you start yourself in understanding how robotics can be helpful to you, it's very important that you have a basic clue of mathematics. You need to be good at that, because that is the base of it. Post which you need to understand a little bit of circuitry, doing a little bit of modulation, modeling, analysis. In robotics, designing is very important, where you have to design a particular robot. So you need a little bit of software based implementation, where you use a software to design the particular robot. And at the end, as object detection goes and as OpenCV goes, you have already seen robots, operating autonomous vehicles, be it object detection of understanding which bump is coming up in front of you. A little bit of machine learning algorithm is very much required. So I would love to tell you this, that there's a lot of more of these things are coming up, where we are going to discuss every one to last things of what can make you a perfect robotics engineer, and get a very good career. So we'll help you with that, but you have to stick till the end of the triathlon. And I think basically so a little bit add on the AI part as well, and the robotics part, being a professional himself.
Yeah. So when, as you asked me, how is going to be the opportunity of robotics and AI in the future? Because the thing is, like when we started, and I started in robotics at the time, AI and these things was not there. But for the last 2 to 3 years, it started to boom in a enormous manner. Every day, a new AI has been like coming in, a new robotics, a new robot has been like done using different algorithms, machine learning, and all this stuff. When if you want to get into robotics, the primary things are like, as Gustav said, it's AI. Like robotics is just not a one field, it's a combination of lots of field coming together. You need to go for the mechanical one, you need to know about the electronics, you need to know about the electrical part also, as well as the brain of the brain of any robot is going to be the programming part. You need to know about programming, which can be like image processing, lots of things, machine learning, AI. When all these things comes together only, you can call yourself as a robotics engineer. But just by like if you say I just know the electronics, or I'm just good with the mechanical, it's not going to be enough to be a robotics engineer. You need to be well versed in all these subjects. Then only you can like call yourself as a robotics engineer. And I think the one of the question which you guys asked for, like in India, I was going to be robotics. I think even our like prime minister like recently said they are like giving more importance to AI and robotics. Like lots of startups has been like coming up, lots of industrial automations is coming up. Google and Amazon are going to set up the plants which they are using to be having autonomous platforms. So lots of opportunities is going to come in the field of robotics and AI in the upcoming. Already, you guys know lots of companies are started to the IT sectors are started to move into the field of AI. So the next sector is going to be like robotics, which is going to be integrated with AI. So there are going to be tons and tons of opportunities which
Yeah.
is going to be like coming up in next 1 or 2 years.
Perfect, perfect. That's exactly will be a perfect answer, I think, for you. All right, so I think all the doubts have been clear. So thank you so much, Bijli sir, for this amazing session that you've given. I think everyone has gotten a very beautiful understanding of how artificial intelligence is there, gotten into algorithms, and especially saw you coding. That is very nice. So thank you so much, sir, for your beloved time. Every one of you, I would request you to kindly listen to me for the next 10 minutes because this is going to be very, very important for you. Right? Okay. Number one, let me tell you one of the most important things that is coming up, which is day two. All right. So, every one of you, I understand it's a bit late. I'll wrap it up as soon as possible, guys. But it's very important for you to understand what's coming up, which is day two. Day two, we are going to meet and we are going to be getting to know a lot of information from our main speaker, our one of our most OG person, Mr. Let me keep this as a surprise. You will let I will let you know probably in the main WhatsApp group, but it is going to be from a professional 110%. It is going to be on a lot of concepts of mechanical mathematics, lots of designing, and especially understanding the heart of robotics, right? You will be understanding a lot of cool concepts of how, different parts of physics gets involved in the world of robotics and how important physics is and mathematics is. So tomorrow is going to be a very, very beautiful session for each and every one of you and a lot more insightful. So please stay tuned for tomorrow, right? And it's a request to each and every one of you. You will be only allowed and you will be only given a chance to attend the competition and the final day, which is the day three, where you will get the problem statements, where you will get a final competition based head to head, like a leaderboard thing with different groups, right? And you will be given a lot of leverage in terms of what is coming up in terms of problem solving and finally getting the grand prize. So, for this reason, we would want you to stay tuned because we have every sort of documentation in place, right? That will let you know. Plus, just a hint for each and every one of you, we are going to be having couple of problem statements on the basis of which we'll be creating groups. It is going to be a group tasks where group versus groups will be taken into the consideration of the competition, main competition. The best group will win the final grand prize. Yes? All right. Sounds very interesting. I would really want you to pick out your groups, but at the end we are only the ones who are going to make sure that you are put into the right panel, right? And the right discussion will be taken into consideration. Now the last thing is, please fill the feedback form, everyone, because the certifications will be only released once you fill the feedback form, right? The certifications will not be given to people who do not fill the feedback form. We would really want you to understand that we live by the feedback. If you want us to improve in something, we would love to know about it and then communicate it to our mentors and then improve our particular system. So it is very important that you fill the feedback form because your certifications are completely dependent on that. And you are already tuned in the WhatsApp group, so stay online, right? Because there is going to be a lot of informations that will be given directly in the WhatsApp group itself. So do not miss out any sort of information, right? For all those people who were telling that this video will stay in YouTube or not, yes, it is going to be staying in YouTube, but let's hope for the best. 110% depends upon how much the audience wants it. Cool. Okay. Thank you so much for attending this day one of triathlon. I wish you all the best, and I want to see each and every one of you tomorrow, right? We will let you know about every sort of decision making in terms of documentation regarding the competition within the WhatsApp group, plus in the communication channels as well. So you will get to know everything. Do not have to worry about anything like that, right? We will let you know the timings and everything will be put in the WhatsApp group. So check out the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you had a very lovely experience with our programming and learning a lot of AI. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye bye. I hope you liked it. Please fill the feedback form because we await your feedback. We want to know where we went wrong or where we went good, so that we can improve ourselves every single time. Thank you so much for tuning up with us. Take care. Bye bye. Good night.